Yo, what is good? Life Podcast official. We are back. And man, do we have something special for y'all, bruh? Hey, matter of fact, it's episode 17. We 3 episodes from 20. You know what I'm saying? Clap it up, clap it up. You feel me? So, boom. How was your weekend?
Oh man, this weekend one of the ones that I'm forever gonna remember, man. You know what I'm saying? Make that big boy move. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Part of that, will you marry me?
Oh!
Yeah, you feel me? You feel me? W's in the chat. W's in the chat, man. W's in the chat. W's in the chat, man. W's in the chat.
Oh! That boy cuffed up, married up. Hold on, twin. Whoa, where have the times gone?
For real.
Hey,
For
bro.
real, yeah.
That's good, bro.
Facts.
Proud, bro. Excited about that, man. I'm happy for you, bro.
That.
Dang, that's fire. But besides that, what else happened? What else went on? Put us on some songs.
So, man, W weekend, I ain't gonna lie, I went to Disney this weekend, went to a couple parks, went kayaking. Let me tell you about kayaking, bro. Kayaking is for people like us, you feel me? Like, kayaking is so peaceful. Like, you really just be chilling, like, you feel me? Just looking at nature, away from the phone. Like, kayaking is for us. So I really recommend anybody to go kayaking, you feel me? It ain't nothing but like 50, $60, you feel me?
Yeah.
It's good for the brain, I got to see my family, you know what I'm saying? To see my mom, my family, my little sisters. That was pretty W. And then, man, other than that, like I'm just ready to go get it now, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm back. It's time to go. You feel me? It's due time now.
Question.
That's really what it is.
So from being over there, like where you at now, to over here, like, do you see any difference, or like what are some things that you see that's like comparing the two?
The biggest difference is like being in the country, bro. Like you get to really just like I can go outside, right? I can just look at the sky and be like, oh, it's so beautiful, right? Like it's just so nice. But in Kissimmee, I tried to do that one night and it's just so chaotic. It's too much cars, it's too much buildings, it's no peace, it's no peace in the outside world. You feel what I'm saying?
Hold on.
Like for
Hold on.
when I was there, like the only peace I found was in my room. I'm lagging?
Yeah, you good now.
Okay. Okay. The only piece really was like, you know what I'm saying, in the room or in the house. So I think the biggest difference here is like it's peace outside. Louisiana is so peaceful. And another thing I noticed about Kissimmee that kind of like threw me off was like I don't know, like the plants were so dead. Like the trees looked like the grass was so
It's cause
brown. Like
it's
everything
been
was so
cold,
dead.
but yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. I'm like,
He's not lying about that, though.
like Sunday, it was a fire. It was a crazy fire. I'm like, bro, like, you know what? It's because like the plants are so dry. Like, everything was so dry.
Oh, that's why that smoke and stuff was outside. Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, like it was so much dry. Yeah, it's like all it takes is one little brush or whatever it is, and it's gonna burn. So that's why it's like how like California be having all those storms and like those fires and stuff because it be so dry.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah. And honestly, bro, cause seeming the same. Like it's the same. Like I left there, what it was, and I came. It was the same thing, bro. So yeah, I probably won't be there again. So yeah, nah, I won't be there again. Honestly,
That's the biggest thing I was looking for. Like what you seen. Like, is it different? Like, is it the same out here? Like, same stuff, but
yeah,
I like that, bro. I like that.
it's the same. Yeah, it's the same thing out there. It's yeah, nah, it's the
It's just
same
Kissimmee.
thing.
It's just I feel
Yeah,
you,
it's just
bro. It's
Kissimmee.
bad,
Yeah, it's
bro.
like.
Like,
Like I got there and I felt like my spirit, my energy just went down. Like I got there, I landed. Like I wasn't even in casino. I was just in Florida. Like I was in Orlando, and my spirit just went like morality just went down. Like
I'm
what's going
back where
on? I
I'm
ain't feel
at,
this before, but
bro.
I'm back home.
Yup. Hey, he not lying though.
Nah.
That's facts, man. Hey,
But
that's
other than
W.
that, man, W weekend, I can't really complain, bro. Honestly, W weekend for
That's
sure, for
facts.
sure.
Sound like a good
How about
weekend,
you
bro.
though? Yeah,
Me
nah.
had work, man. I was working, streaming. I'm chilling this weekend, to be
Yeah.
honest, bro. Really, how much reflect? Like, I didn't reflect too much this weekend. This weekend, I was more so focused on like getting my content up because I had to work in like the way like I was during the week. I didn't set myself up for the weekend, so it was like during the weekend I had to put in that work, extra work because I had to work and I got to put in the work and I got to stream. You know what I'm saying? Edit all that stuff. So I had to do more things this weekend with my content and stuff like that. I couldn't really reflect too much, but I'm glad I did get to do that because now it's like I know that I won't slack off during the week no more. You know what I'm saying? I'll set
Yeah.
myself up for the weekend so that way I ain't got to be tired, extra tired, staying up extra hours after work and stuff like that. So you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's me, bro. This weekend was straight. Not
Let's
gonna lie,
go.
straight. Man, getting
W
into the
weekend, man.
questions. Getting into the questions for the day. Today, bro, I'm gonna ask you, bro, what's the difference between isolation and solitude?
Mm.
Mm. Yeah.
Okay, that's deep.
Mm-hmm.
That's deep because we really get those really mixed up. Like we really, really get
Facts.
those mixed up. So I'm gonna start off with isolation. Okay, isolation is more of like a reactive thing. Like for people, they go through a breakup. People have a breakup and they say, "Dang, like I just want to be by myself. Like I just want to be alone." That's what isolation is.
Mm.
But solitude is when you say, "Okay, I'm gonna put myself in this position to better myself." You see the difference there, right? It's a
Mm-hmm.
big difference. Like I think well, isolation, it kind of like protects you. It's more of like a protective thing. It's more of like like I don't want to get hurt, or I'm just gonna take this time to heal. But solitude is where you go through like you're ready for war. Like solitude is like let's do it. Like I'm here. Solitude is like the it's intentional. Solitude is more intentional. It has more meaning. Has more of a purpose. It has more of like a entry and an exit. Like you have a game plan. You feel me? Solitude is a game plan, but isolation is like a like just a reactive thing where your brain says, "Oh, I don't want this to happen to me, so I'm going to avoid it." Like a lot of people, they say, "I'm going to go in this isolation." They stop talking to people, and that's their isolation period. But like what we really could do is say, I'm going to go to the solitude period. I'm going to set myself up for success and do all these things rather than just distance yourself in isolation. Because isolation could sometimes be bad for you. I think for me, like I have my isolation periods and stuff like that, and it's not really that good because like you go into isolation without a game plan. You go into isolation just like you're just there. Like you just say, I'm going to distance myself from the world. You go to this dark place and you kind of like eat yourself up during that place. But like solitude is when you have like a game plan. You're setting yourself up for success. You're meeting with people. You're doing all these things to better yourself. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I think the difference between is like isolation is more of like a dark time. I feel like isolation only happens after something bad happens. Like it's a reactive thing. But solitude is more like a purposeful. It's like a journey. It's a run. You feel me? It's a generational run. That's how I look at it. It's a run. You feel me saying? You got a goal. You got purpose, and you got to drive. That's what I think. What about
Yeah.
you?
I agree, bro. I agree with a lot of points you put out there. I also would add on to like isolation. I feel like you also said, but I feel like it's more so like isolation is more so like it's like you kind of like forcing yourself into it. Like
Mm. Yeah.
you have the intent of being alone, but you don't have the intent of growing by yourself or loving on like like he said, like how solitude is like, okay, I'm gonna learn something, I'm gonna do something, I want to be alone, but you have a reason for being alone, you have a purpose, you have a whatever you're doing, you're like, oh, I want to be alone so that I can work on myself, so that I can grow with myself. That's
Yeah.
solitude. Isolation is, oh, I don't feel like talking to nobody, I'm finna go ghost, we call it ghost. That's
Mm.
another way you can call isolation for some people, they call it
Yeah.
ghost, right? And
Yeah.
you don't like it's I'm not gonna say it's a bad thing to go ghost and go isolate, but don't get to the point where it's like it's affecting your relationships with other people in the real world. You don't want to get to the point where it's like now it's like all all you really focus is like it's not bad to focus only on you, but also still have that human in you to where it's okay for you to talk to other people, where you to be normal, where you to
Yeah.
be okay, right? Like they said, you don't want to go out here and mess yourself up by telling yourself, "Oh, I want to be in isolation." Then when somebody try to talk to you, you're like, "Nah, bro, I don't want to talk to them." You forcing it. Like now that's force. But if
Mhm.
you're in solitude, you
Yeah.
growing. You like, hey, if something comes my way, it's okay. If something comes my way, I can handle through it. I can get through it with God. You know what I'm saying? I think solitude
Mhm.
also is God, right? Like, cause
Yeah.
God will carry you into solitude. It's not so much isolation. Yeah, yeah, you may
Yeah.
feel alone, but I feel like isolation, like you said, is after a heartbreak, after something bad happened. Like that's when we
Yeah.
like to go into isolation because we're going in there with hurt, not knowing that
Mhm.
solitude is where you need to go when you hurt. Because solitude, when you in solitude, you growing, you're learning. So it's not gonna
Yeah.
hurt you as much. You're learning, you're growing from it. Okay, dang, I just need this time alone so that I can grow with my situation. I could get through my situation that's going on right now. And that's how I think about
Yeah.
it, bro. That's how I think about it,
Nah,
bro.
I like that you said that because a lot of times what we really misunderstand about solitude is the God part. Like a lot of us, we think solitude is isolation because we're missing the effect God has on us. You feel what I'm saying? So if you really like tune in with God, you will see how He placed you in a situation to better you. I think for me,
Mm-hmm.
my situation is, I'm in a position of solitude because God took me out of a position of just where a lot of distractions where I wouldn't be as focused, and he put me here now to where it's like, okay, you're in a moment of solitude. I'm gonna give you a game plan. I'm gonna give you a route. Now just trust me. You know what I'm saying? What I could have done was I'm in a position of isolation. I'm by myself. Like, what do I do? So I think isolation is you go to panic mode, you go to like freak out mode, you go to like get away mode. You feel me? Isolation is more of like I don't want to talk. I don't know what to do. I'm confused. But solitude is more of like a okay, let's do it. Like we have a game plan, step one, step two, step two, step three. But if this doesn't work out, I got this. You just always looking for better answers. In isolation, you're not looking for answers. You're scared of answers. Isolation is more of like you just want to protect the pain. You want to protect the pain. You want to protect the wounds from like everything that got cut, everything you got beat up with. You don't want to get hurt no more. But in that solitude phase, is like you're ready for whatever. And I don't think a lot of people really realize they're in that phase. Like I think it's hard to realize the solitude phase because when you go through it, you don't realize what's really going on. You don't realize the blessings. You don't realize how you got set up for it, or you don't realize the effect it can have on your life if you really pay attention to it. And
Bro.
isolation is forced, like you said. Like isolation is just it,
Like
I don't see why we do it.
I like that you
You
said
good?
like we in isolation. You push yourself away because it's just like think about it. Some people feel isolated even with other people around. You know what I mean? So, and
Mhm.
somebody if you're feeling isolated with people around, it's something that you're trying to protect or either like is that isolation like we talking about. So if you have a season of isolation is not bad, but when you allow your isolation to become like the next thing, like you're just always isolated, you get to a point where it's like now around other people you are also isolated. Now you don't know how, like it's hard for some people to like talk to for people, have friends because they're insecure, they're scared, right? But this has all
Yeah.
come with being in isolation. Like you just isolating yourself, you're not allowing yourself to talk to people, things like that. Like having no job, like, so imagine you having no job, not talking to people, you just talking to your parents, and you just pretty much chilling the rest of your day on your phone or just by yourself. You don't really have no goal. Like for example, solitude, if you're in solitude, you're not scared to talk to other people. You don't care about if other people come into your life. You're not worried about that. I think that's one thing about solitude is we don't care too much about what others do into our lives. Like we're kind of just focused on us and God, right? Like we're not caring about
Yeah.
what somebody else thinks, or if somebody talks to me what they'll think about us. We don't care about that. We're already at peace with ourselves. So it's like being in solitude, you just focus on you and God. You're not really stressing about nobody else. So when other people come around, you can talk to them. Hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing great, man. How was your day? Like, you feel me? Have a regular convo and then go back to being by yourself. But it's not isolation. It's solitude now,
Yeah.
because you don't care that others are talking to you. You don't care to be around others. You don't care to talk to others. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what I think, man. That's what I think.
You know,
Like,
yeah, I like that you said that because solitude is really just peace. Like that's literally all it is. It's just
yup,
literally just peace. It's like the next level of comfort and peace. But during the solitude phase, it's like you're unbothered because you understand. Maybe it could just be a part of the route. It could be part of the journey. And I think that's why when we go through the solitude phase, we kind of abandon it. We avoid it so fast because
yup,
a moment of adversity or a moment or anything when it comes and hit us, we freak out and then we say, okay, isolation time. But if you embrace solitude, if you understand the position you're in, you're at peace. It's like that you unlock another level of peace at every given moment. And I think the best thing about all that is like every time you unlock a level of peace and you go over a obstacle or you come to the next challenge, you're getting closer to God because you start to like visualize his route. Not literally say that we know his plan, we know his route, but you kind of like see yourself, like you see how it goes, like you see the path, like you see
mhm,
everything that he's doing in your life. And so I think like once you really understand what solitude is and once you realize how isolation could low-key hurt you, I think isolation, if you're in that phase for too long, or if you're not realizing you're in that phase, it could hurt you. So I think isolation just turned to solitude, if you ask me, honestly and
yeah.
truthfully. But you have to realize, you have to like pace yourself. You can't just jump right into solitude. You can't just jump right into isolation. If you want to go to the isolation period, you gotta pray and hope that isolation period, you're just not giving yourself up. You're not losing yourself during that period.
Like,
You want to
expect
be
yourself to
learning
get
by yourself in
better
that period.
through it.
Mm-hmm.
Expect yourself
Yeah.
to like expect yourself to be a different person once this isolation or solitude is over with.
Yeah.
Expect yourself to be a better
Yeah.
person or a better man. Question though, Dede, do you feel
What's up?
like do you need isolation or solitude to become successful? Like, or is that one of the things that you need, or what you think?
I think yes, bro. I think we do. I think we need an isolation phase because it kind of like it gives us a view of the world. You know, we don't really go into isolation periods. We don't really give time to ourselves. So I
Facts.
think in the isolation period, it's good to get like a real perspective of the world and kind of like see what people are doing that you don't want to do, or see what people are doing that you do want to do. And then
Facts.
the solitude phase is what we really, really need because solitude is like it's that learning, it's that lonely journey that you're on. It's that lonely route that I got nothing but God right now. I think that solitude phase is kind of like what makes people successful.
Yep.
Like you can't just be successful after waking up. You got to go through a phase. You got to go through a life. And I think solitude is really what like is that tunnel, is literally just get through the solitude phase, and I think that's the best thing about solitude. Solitude has an entry point and an exit point. Like it has an exit point. If you make a plan for and go through your solitude phase, you have an end goal. Like your end goal is going to be the end goal no matter what. It's going to stay the same. So just go through that tunnel, and if that tunnel keeps getting longer, just keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And may God make it easy for you. So I think the solitude is very, 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 needed.
Yeah.
What about you, bro?
Um, Me personally, I feel like you need both, bro. You need both isolation and solitude. To be honest, man, depending on how you're looking at it, or depending on your situation. Let's say that. Um, so for me, I had to go through both. Unfortunately, I had to do both. Unfortunately, but it's what I had to do. So for me, I think you kind of do. Like, I feel like when you're in that isolation phase after like a heartbreak or something like that, something hard, I feel like that gets you in the mode. That gets you like that isolation period. You see that nobody's gonna have you how you got you. I think that was the biggest thing I seen in isolation. But this thing, when you're in your isolation period, you have to realize that in this situation, it's not gonna last forever. I think a lot of people think that they're gonna be alone forever, they're gonna be single forever, and that's why they stay in isolation forever, and that's why things don't go their way, right? So for me, it's like I understood I was in isolation, but I'm like, okay, I'm in isolation, but I have to be the one to get me out of it too, because if I just sit here and do nothing the entire time, I'm gonna stay in this alone phase, this by myself phase, this not growing. I'm just alone, just not growing, not doing nothing. I'm bored, I'm lonely. Like that comes in to play when you just doing all that by yourself. You just chilling by yourself, doing nothing by yourself. So I feel like when it comes down to once I got into like solitude, that's where I started to realize like, okay, all things were happening for a reason. Like now it's like things are lining up. Oh, I'm heartbroken because of this. This happened from my past. Like solitude is like where I was just starting to learn. Like isolation is where I just hide myself. Like I'm hiding. I don't wanna be out seen. I don't wanna be nothing. Like I'm working on me. And then once I got into solitude, that's where I started learning. So I feel like isolation is like the phase of like the phase to just like to figure out why you want to continue whatever that you're doing, right? Or why do you need to get back on your stuff? And then solitude is just where the path, you'll just see the path, like it makes sense. Like you just dig and it makes sense. Like things are just lined up. Like they saying, things are just lined up. And if you gotta go further, you gotta go further. It is what it is. It's life. But that's what I think. I think you do need it. I think you do need it because it helps. And you can discover yourself. You find out who you are. Because even without, if you can't be alone, if you can't talk to yourself alone and you can't be alone, how are you going to get to know what things you like, right? How are you going to get to know what you like to do, what you want to do, what your dream is, what your goal is? You know what I'm saying? You can't do that if you don't talk to yourself. You can't do that if you're not alone. So regardless, you kind of need that phase, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely do.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I got a question though.
What's up?
What pushes you into isolation the fastest?
Pushes me into isolation. I feel like something that could push me into isolation would be like right now nothing could push me into isolation right now. But if like let's say I was speaking on past, probably being around like people, like certain people, like people that's not okay with my energy around. And you can tell when you go into different rooms. You can tell, like, say if I go into a room and like everybody just all of a sudden they just looking at me and like you just get a weird vibe. That will allow me to like isolate myself in that room or isolate myself from those people, right? That's something that I could isolate from. How about you though? What you think?
I think something that put me in isolation the fastest. Like you said, me right now, I'm good. Like I'm chilling. I'm like my heart is still at peace.
Facts.
I ain't gonna lie. But past me, dang, something that put me in isolation fast. Probably if I feel like I'm not doing enough. Like if I feel like I feel like if I have to do more, I would say okay, let me go like lock in. I'll say my isolation was like, oh, let me lock in. But it really wasn't lock in. I just wanted to be with myself.
Yeah.
So I think for sure, I think what pushed me to isolation the fastest was like I feel like I wasn't doing enough, or I feel like it was more to do. But now like I'm at that point where it's like it's not up to me no more. It's like just do what I can do. You know what I'm saying? Do what's in my limit. It's all gonna work out. For sure.
I like that you said that. Like you're not, like you feel like you're not doing enough. Because I agree with that. Like that was also something I've also felt as well. Was like you get to a low point where it's like, yo, I need to be doing more. Like what am I doing? Like I feel like I'm not doing enough. And then that's where you really be like, you know what? Let me just like I gotta take my life serious, bro. I gotta cut myself away from other people, like, cause what I'm doing right now isn't working. So I have to isolate myself. So that's what we mean. Also, like this is what we mean by isolation is a choice. Is literally a choice. So you get to choose to be isolated. So that's why even we just said like we go through things and we're like, okay, whoa, what are we doing with our life? We need to get away. We need to lock in, right? So that's you telling yourself, okay, I'm gonna get away from this situation, and then you just naturally, as you keep learning, you just naturally like fall into solitude. You know what I mean? It then
Yeah.
becomes solitude. But yeah,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
and
no, that's deep. That's literally what it is.
yeah, and speaking on that, like getting into the next question, I'm gonna get into the next topic, man. Is
Yeah.
confidence learned or discovered?
Oh man. Um, confidence is this. Confidence is discovered. Confidence is discovered. I say confidence is discovered because like we all have it in us. Like
I
we
like that.
all
Yeah.
have a something that we're really good at, or we also not something that we enjoy. I think confidence is a mindset thing. I think confidence comes from the mind. I don't think confidence is like I'm so good at this thing because like I could like me personally, I think I'm probably the best 2K player in the world, but I know it's other people better than me at 2K. You know what I'm saying? So I think confidence comes from the heart and from the brain, and I think what we do is we get cocky and confidence mixed up. Like confidence is
Mm,
understanding that like it's not really what you think it is. Confidence is like, I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna give my all, and whatever my all is, I'm happy with it.
mm,
Cocky is, thinking you're better than everyone. That's what cocky is. But confidence is just trying your best and giving it your all. So I think confidence is it is all within us. Honestly, what do you feel about it?
I agree. Like I feel like confidence. I feel like I agree. We all have confidence in us. I feel like once we've grown up and we went through school and stuff like that, our confidence kind of got stolen from us to the point where it's like, okay,
Mm,
they pretty much conditioned us, right? If you think about it, they conditioned everybody. So like now we feel more insecure. Like some people feel insecure about things they probably was confident about when they was a kid, right? Think about it. Some people got dreams and stuff like that that they would do, but because of school, they lowered their confidence. Now they're
yeah,
not confident in that thing no more. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like school has a heavy toll on confidence and stuff like that, but once you getting older and you get into isolation and solitude and stuff like that, that's where you can rediscover it from yourself because you dive
yeah,
deep, you learn, like you're yeah it's honestly it's gonna be learning. It's bro, it all plays into play, learning, discovering, it all plays into play because first of all you have to discover what it is that you are doing, right? What it is, what type of confidence that you want to have. You have to dig deep within yourself. So that means undigging, discovering things from your past, right? Learning things from your past. And then,
mhm,
you learn things in your future. Because you discover in your past, but you learn in your future. You know what I'm saying? Or you learn in the present. So it's like you discover your past, like, dang, this all happened. Dang, I did this. But the change is now you're learning in real time. You're like, okay, now I know not to do these things. I know what not to do. I know not to
yeah,
go do this. I know what I can and can't do now because you've experienced, you discovered on your own. But you, I feel like we all have
mhm,
confidence in us though. Like he said, it's a mental thing. You gotta have that belief in yourself. You know what I'm saying?
mhm,
That's the main thing. Believing in God too, cause God gonna give you the confidence, bro. Like
yeah,
you just be humble. You know what I'm saying? Being thankful. Like he said, don't get it mixed up with cocky, cause cocky is forcing it. Like, oh, I'm better than you. Like you don't gotta say all that. If you're a confident
yeah,
person, you'll be like, dang, like you don't honestly, you don't even have to say anything. You don't have to say nothing at all. Like
mhm,
if somebody be like, oh,
yeah,
like say if you're, I don't know, if like confident, right, and somebody be like, oh, dang, bro, you the best at whatever. You ain't gotta be like, yeah, bro, you right, I am the best. That's cocky, right? So
yeah,
you be like, man, I'm just trying, right? Like I'm just giving it my best, bro. I'm doing what I can. That's confident. Like you doing
yeah,
your best, you can, but you still got to do it. At the end of the day, you still got to do what you do. And being cocky sometimes,
yeah.
hey, but them tables turn, man. Hey, boy, them tables
Yeah, no,
turn,
I agree.
man. Hey,
I agree.
bro.
I think I like that you said that because cocky really is more. I think the difference between cocky and confidence is like confidence is more of just an action. Like confidence, like you speak with your heart. So you just do. Like you
Yeah.
do from the kindness of your heart. But cocky is just you just speak with your brain. Like you just saying stuff. You just talking. Like you
Hmm.
literally just like you say the best person, whatever it is, but you're not showing me no proof to back it up.
Yeah.
But confident is just like, I feel like I'm the best at this. Or sometimes confident doesn't have to be with a sport or anything like that. Like
Yeah.
for me, I'm confident in my plan. Like I'm confident. I trust the process, and I'm confident in what God has planned for me. So I'm saying, so I think the more confident you the more confident you are, the more likely is to come. You feel what I'm saying? Like the more you kind of see it, like the more it's like it's aligned with your route. You know what I'm saying? I think like when you're confident, it holds more purpose. It holds more value. It holds more trust. You feel what I'm saying? Like think about this. I'm so confident in God. Like you trust God so
Yep.
much. I'm so confident with my game plan, so I trust my game plan so much. So I think confidence is more of like a trust thing. Like people who are very confident in themselves, they trust themselves a lot. And the
Yep.
people who trust themselves a
Oh
lot,
my
they went
goodness.
through they went through a lot of phases in life. You feel what I'm saying? They went through a lot of ups and a lot of downs. And people who are very confident themselves also had a cocky phase too. Like, don't get it wrong. They
Yep.
had a cocky phase too because at one point in their life they were so confident in themselves that they overlooked it. They got beyond themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I think cocky and I think confidence is really just the trust in yourself. Like because we all have it. We all have that confidence. It's just about like how much you trust yourself and the belief you have in God. If you have those two combined,
You
you're good.
unstoppable,
That's how I
man.
feel
You
about
just
that.
know.
Yeah, you're
Like
unstoppable.
you
Yeah,
won't
you
even
just
see nothing
know.
bad for yourself if you know you got
Yeah.
good confidence with yourself, bro.
Hmm.
You won't see things turning down. I feel like that's the other thing is just like he said, having that belief, like knowing that something can get done. You know what I'm saying? Like regardless of the situation, like for example, having confidence in yourself can be I don't know. I like to use sports because I play sports and stuff, so I'm gonna use sports. So having confidence could be like, bro, I don't know, like you getting the ball right. Say you getting the ball, you scoring like that like you doing what you got to do. You know that you can score. Like you tell the coach, yeah, like I know I can score, but give the ball to somebody else. That can also be confidence too. Like you also sharing, you also giving
Yeah.
others, you know what I'm saying? Like have that confidence to where it's like whatever I do, it'll work out regardless. And that's the confidence you want to have in yourself. Like anything I could do, it could work out. If I want to go play basketball, it can work out. If I want to go play football, it can work out, right? Just having that belief, having that confidence, having that trust in yourself, that knowing that you could do something. A lot of people don't have trust in themselves. You don't love yourself. And that's why we always speak on loving yourself. That's the first thing with anything. Like anything we talk about on podcasts, all this, it starts with you first loving yourself because you can't get to nothing else without loving yourself. Like it all comes in the process with loving yourself. You're going to discover it through loving yourself. That's where you discover solitude. That's where you discover your confidence. That all comes with learning to love yourself. Once you do that, those just come along the way. And then as you keep going, you come across new and more blessings, and you just be thankful for it. Be confident that
Yeah.
God is gonna do it for you. Be confident in yourself that you could put in the work, but also be grateful. Have gratitude. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the biggest thing. Gratitude through all that, and really loving yourself. That's key, bro. To anything, loving
Yeah.
yourself first.
For sure. And to add on to all that, your confidence doesn't get shaken. Like your confidence doesn't. I think for me in my brain, I think confidence shouldn't drop because a certain situation happened. Like what we a lot of us do is, let's say we have this game plan, we have this vision, we have this route, and it doesn't go our way. So what we'll do is we'll lose confidence, we'll lose morale. But like it shouldn't shake. Like I feel like after any hardship, after any tough moment, like your confidence should rise because you should understand that like it's gonna be a greater picture than this. It's something bigger than this. Like I think me speaking. I think what we all do is, I'm gonna diss the world right now. Honestly, I don't care. What we do is like numbers. If we don't have the numbers that we want, or if we're not getting the amount of views or anything like that, our confidence is rattled. Like we stop doing what we want to do. Like we feel like it's not for us no more. But if you're confident in your purpose and you're confident in your plan, numbers don't mean nothing. Numbers
Yep.
don't matter. Numbers don't. It doesn't affect you from saying because you're gonna still show up no matter what because you're very confident. You have that faith. You have that belief. So a lot of the times it really just don't. It really don't be confidence. I think it just be for that moment. You be so like in tune with what you're doing. Like for instance, like a person can like oh, this post gonna do some numbers. I'm so confident in it. And they're confident in the post, but they're not confident in their belief. They're not confident in their plan. So once that post goes
Mm,
up and it's not doing what they wanted to do, they lose it. But if you're confident in your belief and you're confident in your plan, that post doesn't define you. That one moment doesn't define you. What's going to define you is the end goal, the end story. So you know, we as humans, we got to do better to not be confident in the post, but be confident in the plan. Trust the process, trust the plan, and just keep going.
I like that, bro. I like
For
that because
sure.
that's important, bro. To not only trust, like, don't you can't trust in what you posted. Don't trust the post. Don't trust the phone. Like, you gotta trust in you, bruh. Trust in what you doing. Trust in your work. Trust in your vision more than the post. Yeah, the
Yeah.
post didn't blow up. That's cool. The post didn't get numbers. That's cool. You get another day. You know what I'm saying? You get another day. You get another
Get another
chance.
day, yeah.
Bro, at the end of the day, you're doing what you enjoy doing. That's the biggest thing. We be forgetting about the blessing. We praying to God about you would say because we talking about content. So say you praying to God to be a content creator, you're posting videos. You know what I'm saying? You got a phone, you got a cam, whatever you got, you making the content. So what's the problem?
Hmm.
You're thinking about the
It's the
numbers.
problem.
You want the numbers. You're not thinking about what you're doing because God already answered your prayer. You're making
Hmm.
content, but you're just not getting the numbers you want. So now you feel like your confidence drop. You don't got belief, like your belief drops. That's no, bro. You gotta understand that the numbers mean nothing, right? What matters is God. At the end of the day, He answered your prayer. He gonna answer your prayers. It might not be in the way you want it, but He gonna answer your prayers. You know what
You
I'm
gonna
saying?
do it.
So
Yeah.
that's that, bro.
Yeah.
I agree. I like
And
that.
and yeah, no, and I think like the biggest thing is like he always answers our prayers, but if you like in a moment of now I'm gonna go back to the solitude, if you go to that moment of solitude phase and through that phase you kind of build confidence because like I said, you see your route, you see your plans. And so like, let's say for instance, like how you say I'm gonna go back to the content creating, you pray, you say, God, like I pray that you allow me to be able to post and stuff like this, and you post but you don't get numbers. A person who's in that solitude phase with confidence phase is grateful that they're able to post, and that one post is going to build their confidence, even though it didn't do numbers. It doesn't have to do numbers. It's just the fact that it got the post up.
Yep.
Like how I'm pretty sure we talked about one morning. I mean, one time, one podcast we talked about like waking up, cleaning your bed, cleaning your room, and stuff like that.
Small
Like
things.
it's really just those it's just those baby steps that you want to take because those baby steps is what's going to make you. Because those views and all the other stuff, it's going to come because it's a part of your plan. It doesn't have to come now. We want things to come now, but when you have that confidence, you have that trust and that patience. We have to have
Mm.
patience because confidence is a reflection of our patience. You know what I'm saying? The more
Mm.
patient you are, the more confidence you get. If you're not patient, you're not gonna have no confidence.
Mm.
So you just want to really trust the process and just keep going. If you just in the moment, if you just in that little minute, that little hour of the post going up, it's gonna eat you up. So you really want to just stay strong and keep building your confidence through every post. You want to keep building your post, your confidence through every prayer too. Because the more you pray, the more things come to life, bro. For real, for real,
Thanks.
for real.
Question:
Yes,
Does
sir.
does doing hard things create confidence? Like, can doing hard things create confidence too, or like, what do you think?
Um, I think no. I don't think doing hard things creates confidence. I feel like I feel like doing hard things put you in a harder position. Like
Mm.
why put yourself in a position where you challenging yourself? Like you kind of like you want to like people test themselves, right? They give themselves a big obstacle, a big test, and they fail at it. That only can bring your confidence down sometimes, because
Yup.
the challenge is so big that we don't see the good in it. But if you give yourself like small tasks, if you give yourself like daily reminders, you build confidence through that. Like you can't say, okay, I'm gonna go climb Mount Everest. Why? Like, why would you go do the tallest task? Why would you go do the hardest thing to? And then people say, "Oh, I wanted confidence." How does that build your confidence? I don't see how doing hard things build confidence. I think doing hard things makes you lose confidence. It's the opposite because the bigger the task, the more it takes out of you, and the more it takes out of you, the more it eats you up. You feel what I'm saying? So I think you really just gotta like understand your limits. If you understand your limits, you would be good.
I like that.
You
I
wouldn't
like
you
that.
wouldn't put yourself in a situation like that.
I
How do you feel
agree,
about
bro.
that though? That was a good question.
Mm, how do I feel about it? Let's see, bro. Does doing hard things create confidence, man? Nah, bro. Like I agree with you're saying. Like doing hard things. I feel like, yeah, like you don't become more confident by doing harder things. Like, I mean, it can depending on how you looking at it because you could be like, hey, I learned something from this. Like, oh, I did this thing. Like, oh shoot, I did this thing once. Now I know that whatever it is, I may could do it again. Having a little bit more confidence. So I think it can give you a little bit more confidence, but I don't think it's what you should try to do if you want to gain confidence, right? So I feel like when it come down to confidence, I feel like solitude is where you gain confidence, right? Because that's where you learn to do things. That's where you learn to grow. That's how you learn, and all the learning stuff comes from solitude. So I feel like when it comes down
Yeah.
to having that confidence, it's also built in solitude. Because if you think about it, you can't build confidence in isolation because that's a scarcity. You're already coming from a scarcity mindset, being in isolation. So it's like it kind of plays with this too, like isolation and confidence and solitude and confidence. So it's like,
Yeah.
bro, that isolation though, it puts you at a standpoint to where it's like you might do hard things. For example, like he's saying, doing hard things. Say you is doing something hard, that takes a lot of your energy. That means you away from other people. You by yourself. You in your thoughts. Now it's like you really by yourself. You really in isolation because you're like, dang, can I even do this hard thing? Da da da. Can I do this hard thing? And you question yourself why you doing it. But once you do it though,
Hmm.
that's where you'll gain some more confidence. But that's if it gets done because you're trying to do something hard and you already
Yeah.
got the mindset of like, you know what I'm saying. So it's a mind thing, bro.
I
It's a
think
mind thing.
yeah. I think one thing like our mind does the most that really, really, really takes us out is like let's say a person does a hard thing, right? The first thing our brain clicks to is like, oh, I did it. Like they become cocky. They become like they have an ego.
Mm,
They be like, oh, I'm better than everyone because I did this hard thing. And so like once you do that, it loses its value. It loses the confidence. You become
yeah,
more cocky, and you're not confident no more because you're not even going to try the next hard thing. You're just going to be stuck. You're going to be complacent at the top hard thing. So I think it's better to kind of like take those baby steps to overcome small challenges, and then when a big challenge come, you overcome it, and then you go back to the small, 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 big, rather than going big, staying stagnant. And while you're staying stagnant, you see other people around you, taking small steps, and you feel like they're catching up. So now you're gonna go force yourself to the next step, and you're gonna regain that ego, regain that cockiness, rather than just boom, 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 boom. And everything's at your pace too. That's the biggest thing too. Everything has a pace. It's not. Oh, I see this person doing this, I'm gonna do it. Do it because you want to do it. Stay
yep.
within your limits, stay within your reach. And if you feel like you can go fast, go fast. If it's meant for you to go fast, go fast. Or if it's meant for you to take that big challenge, take that big challenge. When you hold on, my mom called me. When you take that big challenge, go to the next big challenge. You feel what I'm saying? So you just gotta keep going, no matter what.
I like that you said that because the way you put it there, that makes more sense as well. Because if you think about it, you if you taking baby steps, it's like you're making progress. It may take longer, but you're building your foundation because you're doing daily steps. You're taking daily
Yeah.
action towards it. But if you just jump and you do that one big thing, it's like like you're gonna get cocky. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, I did it. Think about it.
I
Like
did it.
for creators and stuff like that. I'm gonna use creators. I'm a content creator. It is what it is. But I'm gonna use creators. So if a creator was to blow overnight doing one video, they may drop one video, may drop two, may drop three. They may go big, and then they're not gonna keep doing it. But if you give somebody that's been grinding their ass off for 8 years, 7 years, putting in work, putting in pain, and then they get all the subs, they get the following and everything, they're bound to keep going. They're gonna keep going because it's like I've been doing this. I wasn't doing it for the money, for the numbers. So now that I'm getting the numbers, it's like they're just going higher. But if you just try to jump and jump and jump and jump, bro, you're not gonna keep doing all the jumping. You're gonna jump a few times, get cocky, and then it may not work again, right? But if you putting in pain, putting in work, daily action, you feel me? Like you building your foundation literally with bricks, right? So
Yeah.
I agree. Like take your time. It's on your time. It's pace yourself. Be patient. That's another thing. Be patient.
Yeah.
Patient,
Patient, yeah, patience. Patience is really what it be, honestly and truthfully.
Yep.
Cause like I said, bro, confidence is just a reflection of your patience. If you're patient and if you trust the process, you become very confident through it all. And I think I like go back to what you said, like, you know, through all of it, you're setting yourself up. Like you're creating a routine for yourself. You're creating something that's like normal to you. Like what could be not normal to other people is very normal to you because of
Mm-hmm.
what you did in this unseen. Like what you did when nobody was around, what you did when it was just you and you. And so, when your time comes, your moment comes, you kind of like you have that confidence that it was going to happen. So when that time comes, you're already set. Like you want
Yeah.
to live like it's already written. Like that's literally like if you want to be rich, you have to live rich. You can't
Yep.
live broke. Like you can't say I want to be rich, but have bad habits. It doesn't work like that. Or you can't say I want to be the best streamer and you're not streaming. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? It's all a process. You want to do what the best do. So when you get to be the best, it's already normal to you. It's real regular. It's just
Yep.
I wake up, I do this, I do this. I've been doing this for so and so years. I was already made for this. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So I like that you said that. That's deep.
That's facts, bro. I agree on that, bro. I agree, man.
That's deep.
I got nothing else, bro. I got nothing else to say. You got anything else? Nah,
Nah,
no
bro, I'm
questions.
all good, bro.
I
Nah,
can read the chat
really
real
no
quick.
question, man.
Then you could close us out, or you and I close us out. Said isolation comes from man, solitude comes from God. Facts, facts, facts,
Facts.
facts. And
Right,
then he
yeah.
also said, me personally, from my experience, solitude is helping me get to the level I want to be at. Mm, that's facts, bro.
Yeah.
That's W, bro. Hey, bro. Congrats, Savvy, bro.
W.
Keep pushing, bro. Keep pushing, bro. The
Yeah,
next
keep
level ain't
going.
too far, bro. One thing, one
Facts.
thing I will say. Actually, I'll start off the words because I got it on my mind. I'm gonna start off the words for the
Yes, sir.
words, man. So for me, it's gonna be. I lied, bro. I just lost it, bro. I just lost it, bro. You go ahead, bro. You go
Nah.
ahead. Let me see if I can remember it.
My word's gonna be you in due time. It's due time. You feel me? Like, all the times that you pray, all the times that you showed up, all those moments, like, keep going. It's due time now. Like everyone in this moment, in this life that's coming up, bro. Like it's all gonna show now. Like everything you did when nobody else was watching, I'm saying, it's gonna come to light. So I'm saying, keep praying, keep going, and I'm saying, you're in due time now. You're in due time.
Facts, 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 facts. I got it, bro. I remember it. So my words for today, man, is gonna be: you are closer to the person you're supposed to be than the person that you used to be. And that's my words for today. Hey,
That's
and what I
deep.
mean is, when you closer to the person you're supposed to be, meaning every day, if you're taking action, you're taking positive actions towards your life, you're getting closer and closer to being that person, right? Even right now, I'm getting closer to being that person by being on this podcast. It's helping me grow. It's helping me become better as a man. I'm becoming the person I'm supposed to be. So I'm closer to becoming a better person than who I used to be in the past. Like, I'm not the same person that I was 2 years ago. I'm closer to being a brand new person than who I used to be. You know what I'm saying? And that's with keep moving forward. So that means keep moving forward. Don't worry about the past behind you. Hey, bro, yeah, you got a rear view, but imagine driving a car looking at the rear view the entire time. You're going to crash, right? So keep your head forward, bro. Don't worry about behind you. You good. You good money.
That's
just
deep.
Stay focused.
Deep.
Yes, sir.
Keep your head forward.
Facts, man.
Hey, dude, talking about I killed someone and took the epic.
Yeah, man. WJ, man.
That's crazy.
Hey, bro, I appreciate all y'all for tuning in, bro.
Wait, hold on. Ramadan Mubarak. Shout out to all. I don't know if any Muslims in the chat, but shout out to all my Muslims in the chat. You feel me? Ramadan Mubarak. You feel me? We start Ramadan tomorrow, so I hope everyone have a good 30 days. You know what I'm saying? They can fast, make it easy. You know what I'm saying? May Allah reward them times too. You feel me? So Ramadan Mubarak, baby. It's that time now. You feel me? And we really here now. You feel me?
I feel you, bro. Hey, man, W y'all, bro. Shout out all y'all, all the Islam people out there, man. Y'all do big great things, bro. W Ramadan, bro. Hope y'all
W Ramadan, man.
All get blessed, man. Hey,
yeah,
that's great, bro. That's good news, man. But we out of here, fellas, ladies.
Yeah.
Episode 17. We'll be back come Thursday. We'll be back Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Love y'all, man. Stay safe, stay blessed. Y'all already know we out here. Peace.
Yeah, man. Peace.